we're off on a tear. Onwards up, challenging the 59,436 mark. All our levels that were challenged and they were rejected all through today, this morning, and we managed to break through on this one wick, which has a move within its own hour of 1.7%. So there's a lot of energy that's come through there. If we just click through on this liquidation heat map from CoinGlass, we can see that this was the wick that we were watching, and all this liquidity was being built up, and where liquidity is built, it acts like a magnet, and it's a real attractor for price. And price has just pulled through and taken out all that liquidation, all those orders of those who are short and those who had stop sell orders to go short have all been taken out. So that's been a real flush out of the market. Now if we look here, we've still got this empty gap here, which is sitting similar in this imbalanced candle off to the left. So if we look across here, we're probably looking at a few different exchanges. So this is on Binance. It should be on Gate.io. Let's just do a quick change. Looks kind of the same. Alright, so that explains. Alright, so these are the this is what we drew up yesterday. So the anticipation was to come up, test, reject, and then fall away. We tested the lower level as opposed to the higher level, rejected, and instead of falling away, we came up, we tested, rejected, and we've shot through. So we still have definitely positive signs, but we have an imbalance sitting through here. So with this imbalance area, there are lower levels of liquidity because there's no wicks to worry about. We've got, this was our last wick of liquidity that we had drawn up, but that is now filled, so we can define that as a tick. So that one's been completed. Our protected high, which was the range that we were watching, has been removed. We managed to fill. Well, we haven't closed and above, but we've got 13 minutes, so this might be incorrect. But I think it's safe to say that zone, that liquidity level, has been filled, it's been broken, and needless to say, we'll probably close above. We'll keep pressing the wrong button. Alright, so if we're to look at this moving forward, we can say that we've got the low of the move, which is our liquidity grab. Then we also include the wick, the next wick above. So as people are moving up, there is a lot of buying area through here in this point of interest, in this long point of interest. So quite often price will come down. If it comes down, it might wick through here and then push up, or it may come through, and if it comes through and closes, generally it will go further. However, it doesn't always, so it might go up or it might come down. So this is the area. This is definitely the move. Yeah, obviously, price will always hit the higher price as it comes down first, but it doesn't always have to mitigate the second wick. So with these two liquidity wicks, especially being relatively far apart, I mean, we're talking 0.5%, they're both safe to have as liquidity wicks. I wouldn't include this one because we're further away, where this is really a price has pushed away. Buyers have come in as prices moved down and pushed it away, and it's just strongly shot off into the upside. Alright, so this daily liquidity low is done. This was a nice little area to have bought, as this was a move up. That was a liquidity wick, so it was a low on, like, even though it was in a mitigation area. We spoke about this yesterday, being a zone as a range, but because either side of it are blue candles, this is a bearish candle and it's the low wick, so that was an area where you could put a buy order. So that was a buy potential, and then this is another one up here. So once again, price came down, formed a low. Where are we? Formed a low, and then the next lowest wick is this wick. Even though we're moving up to here, and then we just did a little bounce down, but that wick just here at 57,400 was a price where it was a good buy zone. So if we were to Alright, so that is a buy liquidity wick, just as this one was. But now our buying opportunities have passed, and now we're going to look forward to see this price fulfill. Generally, it will come and fulfill this imbalance. So as we move up higher, we have to work out if there's anything in this space which can act as resistance. And then as this moves up, runs out, it becomes slightly exhausted, and we'll find out where it actually forms some support. So otherwise it might wick up and then just completely collapse, but we have to watch that from here. Alright, so basically this is the zone, this is the impulse that has previously happened from here to here that we haven't organized our liquidity levels. So price fell through pretty quick, and that time, that's it. That is a couple of days, it's a day and a half. But we never worried about it because price was just moving away, and we just focused on the next move and the next move and the next move. So let's just do that now. Alright, so we've got the last wick. So this is the last high. We've got this high, and this wick. So we've got this as a high wick because we've come down, we've gone up, and we've come down. So that is the high. But then this wick being a bearish wick, bullish wick, bearish wick. The bullish wick is the highest wick. We can include that as a liquidity grab. So that's a liquidity wick as well. Alright. Now as we move up, there is this wick. And it is in the middle, but this wick is higher than this wick. And we've got bearish, 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 high, but that has been liquidated. So this is the wick to watch. If you feel like adding in this wick just to add a little bit of context and to see where price might move, it is interesting to note that it must be a point of interest because we've got right through there at 60,850, 60,885. There's a stop, there's an up, there's a down. So we've got an area of resistance there, slash area of support. But let's catch it on the outskirts as it wicks above and beyond. And then let's look up here. Prices come up, collapsed away. It's come up and collapsed away. So these are our zones for today. That's what we're watching. So let's move back over to where price is. And these are the zones that could potentially show us where we are going. So before we so where price is now, our next resistance level is 2.2% away. So there looks like there is, providing we can keep the momentum, then we have a really strong chance of moving up to take this area. Let's have a quick look at our indicators, and we have just converted to the SMIO is now in its second hour of bullishness. The awesome oscillator has gone bullish still and is positive, and then the SMIO just repeating again, we're bullish and positive. So that is really interesting. That's great to see, just a good level of confluence. Let's remove all indicators because we don't need to see that today. So that's what we're looking at. So we've got some areas of, we've got a couple of areas of support, we've got distant areas of resistance, and then we just have to let price go the direction it chooses. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.